Listen, water more than flour. Rain a fall but dirty tough. Pot a cook and we still hungry. But because we hungry, we can't afford to sit down and suffer. Them say if you turn your hand make fashion. Yes, Miss Lou said turn your hand make fashion. And that is what I did. The other day, I was watching a show called The Midwives. So I saw these lovely older nuns and some young nurses sitting in a waiting room, waiting for the baby to be born, because the mother was under distress and they were doing it in the theater. So they were waiting for the doctor to come out and say the baby is born. So anyhow, while they were waiting, they sat down and they were knitting. And listen, they crochet a beautiful patchwork blanket out of this material here, wool. And listen, I said to myself, I must can do something. So I remember when I was growing up and my cousins them used to crochet. I used to take them needle and all I used to do was the chain. Yes, because when I take their needles and start to do something, I used to do something like this, just the chain, and just knit the chain, and just make a long chain. Listen, you have to tie a knot. I'm going to show you what I used to do when I was small growing up, and that's all I could do. Yes, tie a knot, right? That's all. And then you start to make your chain. Yeah, you make the chain, and this is all I could do when I was growing up as a little girl and as a young lady and as a big woman. This is all I could do. Yes, see there? Just do the chain. And when I did the chain, or when I get like elastic bands, I used to make the chain of elastic bands and wrap them around my hand. Anyhow, after watching the show, I said, no man, there must be something I can do. So what do you think I did? I pad up myself very warm and nice because it's still cold outside a bit, And I walk up to the store and I went and started to walk into the store and I bought myself a bag of wool. See it here? A bag of wool. See that the last one leaving at the bag of purple and green wool. And I decided I was going to make something now. Trying to make something, I don't know what it was that I was going to make. But I just started to chain the thing and make the thing turn into a chain. And all of a sudden, when I did 150 chains, I said, no, I have to turn this now into something. So I turn and start to sew, to crochet something. And see, this is what I end up crocheting. See there? I am crocheting and I'm finishing up this thing that look like a scarf for the winter. And while I'm doing this and closing up this, see, making a scarf for the winter, I made the scarf. I think the scarf I make is about 6 feet long, 6 to 8 feet long. I don't measure it, but when I put it around my neck, wrap it around my neck, it looks 6 to 8 feet long. So what I am doing now, I made the scarf. Yes, the scarf is made. And here it is. I am putting, because I'm not finishing. Don't finish it yet, So, see there? See this scarf here? Long scarf. So when I done now in the winter now, I just put this around my neck like that. And then in the making, I put this down for rest for 1.5 days. And I made this lovely tam to go with it. See? A lovely tam that I made to go with it. See there? Lovely tam with a like a pom-pom on the top. And my scarf to go. So see there? In this time of pandemic, it's just to tell you now that in this time of pandemic, instead of quarreling or sitting down and not finding nothing to do, try and turn your hand and make fashion. You never know what will come out of it. One cocoa full basket. Turn your hand and make fashion. Yes, man. Yes, man. Make fashion and make little things. I find that during this COVID, you know, there are three things that I learned to do during this COVID. The first one was I went to Google and I asked Google, how do I start to lock my own hair? Because I wanted to lock my hair because the hair was growing out like crazy and I couldn't go to any hairdresser to get my hair done. So I went to Google and Google taught me how to lock my hair. They taught me how to lock my hair with the locking needle. They taught me how to lock my hair with a safety pin. So what I am doing now, I lock my hair myself. I don't need to go to a hairdresser no more to lock my hair. No, darling, I lock my hair myself. The next thing I learned to do, you know, I was sitting downstairs. I got a sewing machine for my birthday last year, 2020. And I said, no. The last time I saw something, the first and the last time I saw something was when I was in high school. And I remember when I was at Stony Hill Art Academy teaching and we used to sew colors from my house. I used to help the young lady hem the skirt tail because I couldn't stitch on the machine. So anyhow, I got this machine. And what I did, you know, I had some curtains, some drapes that I bought. And they were too long for the windows. They were like 18 feet long. And my length of my place is 10 feet and some 12 feet high. So what I did, I cut it off at the bottom. And I got these fabrics now. And I had a big pants, you know. And what I did, I fold the pants together. And I put it across the bed on top of the fabric and I cut it out and I made myself a nice pantsuit. I mean, it's not no good up pants, you know, but it can wear because I wore it to church the following week and I show off and tell everybody, say, Lord, this is the pants that I make from my drape. Them say, So I learned to sew, I learned to lock my hair, and I learned to crochet. And when I bought my crochet needles, you know, I saw these ones too. And I said, you know, I've seen people using this. And I have never learned to use these needles. So I bought these needles too. And let me tell you, so the next time you see me, I am going to show you something that I made with these two needles. Or in the process of the needle fell on the ground. I am going to make something with these two needles. I don't know. I know I see people use it like so and take it off and put it on back. And this, I see people hand going. But I am going to learn to know which one to put on and which one to take off. So listen now, Jack Mandora, me no choose none. See me crochet needle here when me use to crochet my hat and my scarf. And the next time you see me, I am going to do something. So listen now, Jack Mandora, me no choose none. Miss Letna signing off to you. How you do? Good afternoon, good morning, or good night, wherever in the world you are. Let Miss Letna teach you how to do things. Turn your hand and make fashion, because one cocoa, full basket. I know me sister, I miss Lou. Jack Mandora, me no choose none.